Assalamu Alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, everyone. So it is the month of Ramadan. Some of us are completing the 8th day of Ramadan. Some of us are completing the 9th day of Ramadan, depending on where you are and when you began your month of fasting. Some of us are doing really well, are feeling fine, energetic. We're going through our day as though it were almost a regular day, except that we're probably executing more ibadah. Some of us are doing so-so, finding enough energy to do what is needed to be done, maybe having a little trouble with hunger, or maybe having a little bit of trouble with thirst. And some of us are not doing well at all, feel that we need to drag our bodies around, we're incapable of being productive. So I've compiled once again a list of to-dos and not to-dos. So the do's and don'ts of Ramadan from Muslim Fitness. Let me get to it right away. Alright. So we'll begin with a few of the things you can do to help yourself during the month of fasting, to make things easier. Water, for one. I cannot stress enough how important hydration is. Hydration, water is life. It will hydrate, water will hydrate your muscles, your organs. Water is an energizer and it flushes the toxins out of the body as well. So water, people, you must focus on hydration, definitely. Small frequent meals. So when you're sitting suhoor, or when you're sitting for iftar, or any meal in between, try to go for small meals. Don't overfill yourself. So small frequent meals, much better. Take some power naps, okay? So if you have time during the day, take a 15-20 minute snooze. Just if you're the type of person who can't sleep in daylight, well, just lie down and relax a little bit. This will really help you push forward towards the end of the day. So it'll really help re-energize you as well. It's called a power nap for a reason, okay? Moderate activity. So please be active. Moderate activity throughout the day is the best thing. I'll give you examples. You can do some light house cleaning. So today I'll clean the bathrooms. Tomorrow I'll clean the bedrooms. Okay, so every day plan a little physical activity pertaining to cleaning your house, for example. You can go and clean your car, wash your car, go to the car wash. You can do a little bit of gardening. You can take the stairs instead of the elevator, so walk. Do your errands on foot. So if you have any shopping to do, if you can have access to these markets on foot, well, take a stroll. You don't have to walk quickly. Schedule it in your day and go out there with your bag and do your errands, run your errands. Play with the kids. If you have children, play with the kids. They'll help you stay active. I love having my kids around. They help my day go by really nicely. Go for a walk, go for a stroll anytime during the day, or later in the day if you have nothing to do. Rather than just sit there, go for a nice walk with your partner, with your kids, and this will help. So moderate activity throughout the day. Okay, don't focus just on one period of the day. Oh, I'll be active this morning, then I'll just relax. Throughout the day, do little activities that will stimulate the blood circulation and will keep you energized. For iftar, follow the sunnah. It's the best recipe. So break your fast with your dates and your water. We here always soak our dates in some milk about half an hour before we break for iftar, and we have a glass of water along with that. Tall glass of water. Then after your iftar, the dates in the water, not the meal, the dates in the water, take a break and make salah. This will allow the glucose from the dates that you've just eaten to be absorbed and distributed throughout your body. It'll make you feel alive again, and it will also allow you to assimilate the water that you've just ingested. So waiting for your meal by making salah between your actual breaking and your meal is a great idea. Okay, then you go and you eat your small meal, always a well-balanced meal. Don't forget, you want your high quality proteins, you want your starchy carbs, try to put in some fibrous carbs in all of that, and you also want your healthy fats, don't forget. And drink water throughout your meal, not at the beginning only or at the end only. Every, say, 2 mouthfuls of food, have a sip of water. Don't drink gloop, 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 what can I say? Sink down your glass of water one time. It's better to sip water. Like the sunnah, you take 3 sips. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you put your glass down. Then you choose some more food, and then after you've done that a couple of times, grab your glass and sip, sip, sip. Okay, it is prescribed and followed by the Prophet ﷺ for a reason. Go for Taraweeh. If your fasting day allows it, if your schedule allows it, go for Taraweeh. If you can walk to the masjid, number 1, it will help you digest your meal. Everything will get assimilated. You are actually engaging your muscles as you're walking, and so the nutrients will be delivered by the blood, through the blood, to all your organs, to your muscles. Okay? Taraweeh helps digestion because you're moving, and it also helps build your appetite for the next meal. So after Taraweeh, if you have time, you can have another meal. Well, let's build your appetite towards this next meal by doing Taraweeh, by praying Taraweeh. And bring water. Always bring water with you. Have a bottle of water, and every time you have the opportunity, you take 2-3 sips, and then you continue with your praying. After Taraweeh, you have a light meal. We recommend fruit, fresh fruit, with cheese. You can have some light vegetables if you like, crunchy vegetables if you like. The fruit will also help with the hydration, because fresh fruit has water, contains water, and you'll continue to get all those vitamins that are provided by fresh fruit will be infused into your system. It's fantastic, and it also provides you with the much needed fiber. Ooh, do we need fiber during this time of the month? So have fruit. We highly recommend it as your middle meal or your meal after Taraweeh. You should focus also on hydration. So don't forget to drink water, 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 water. Go to sleep if time permits. Depending on where you live, your fasting day may be very long. For example, here in Edmonton, we're fasting from 3:20 a.m., which is Fajr, up until 9:58 today, 9:58 p.m. Isha is very late, and then Taraweeh is much later, and next thing you know, Fajr is coming in. So if the people have the strength, physical strength, the strength of Iman to go and do their Taraweeh as late as it is, then they probably don't have time to sleep before Sahur and Fajr. But if you have that time in between your Taraweeh prayers and the Fajr, please go to sleep. It is Sunnah to go to sleep, even if it's just for half an hour, to lie down, to get some rest. Then you keep with you on your bedside table a bottle of water, and so as soon as you get up for Sahur, before Fajr, the first thing you do is grab your water and start sipping. I know it sounds like, a lot to do to keep this water beside us at all times, but it really is essential in feeling energetic the next day and not dehydrated, okay? So start sipping on that water for suhoor. Eat a balanced meal. Your suhoor meal should be a whole meal. Okay, again, you provide the high protein foods, egg whites, omelets, scrambled eggs. This is the best. We find that this is the best breakfast food. It is light, but it will provide you with lots of protein, which is great for your muscle, for muscle retention. Then you can have your starchy carb, so that you can, and you were looking at whole grains, oats, things that are, you know, tougher to digest, so that the energy will be released in your system gradually, and you will have energy for a long period of time, a long portion of your day. And also the healthy fat, very, very important. So you can have olive oil, you can have peanut butter, you can have cheese in your iftar meal. If you want to have some vegetables like tomatoes and mushrooms, and maybe fry them up and make yourself a nice omelette, a nice slice of whole wheat or multigrain bread or pita with a slice of cheese, and your water. I cannot stress enough, water. Don't forget your water. Now here's the list of don'ts during Ramadan, and really if you adhere to these two lists that we're giving you, it will really make a difference in your fasting day. It will really make a difference in your levels of energy, in your levels of dehydration, and how you feel in general, the fuzziness of the brain. We have these funny symptoms going on when we're fasting, and here are the keys to help you eliminate the negative symptoms and increase the positive effects. Okay, so here are a few things that you should avoid. The don'ts of Ramadan: caffeine, caffeine, caffeine. As much as I will stress on water for the do's, I stress on caffeine for the don'ts. Stay away from caffeine. It will turn you upside down. It will give you spikes of energy. It will dehydrate you. It is just, stay away. It will give you headaches because you're going for such a long time. It's like you're going in detox all day long, and then suddenly at night you go for the caffeine. Plus it takes up space in your stomach, and we can't afford to lose that precious space. We need it for water and nutritious foods. Okay, so no caffeine, no sodas, and I would even go as far as to say no juices. Yes, juices, they're made from fruit, real fruit, it's okay. No, eat your fruit instead. Don't fill your tummy with juices. A lot of them have a lot of sugar. We don't need that excess sugar. We need stuff that will make our bodies react in a positive way. Okay, so save up that space for the good stuff. Do not overeat. Overeating will leave you feeling sluggish. You will have indigestion. You will feel suffer from the extended stomach discomfort. So your tummy will feel extended, and you'll be very uncomfortable, and it will cause you to burp. And who wants to burp during Taraweeh? And nobody wants it. So for yourself and for the others, don't overeat. Don't sleep all day. Please, don't sleep through your fast. We're supposed to be doing productive things. We're supposed to be doing ibadah and making salah and thinking about Allah and doing acts of charity and so on and so forth. So please, don't waste your time sleeping. Don't sit all day. Move around. Keep yourself active. Do not sit all day. Move from one place to another. Do one thing, do another. I'm going to clean the bathroom. I'm going to go for a walk. I need a loaf of bread. The kids need some milk. anything. I'm gonna dust. Just go outside, look at your garden, look at the people walking by. Do not sit all day, okay? Don't sleep through suhoor. Please do not sleep through suhoor. Do the sunnah. Wake up, have suhoor, and pray fajr. Don't stay up through the night until suhoor, unless your schedule obligates you to stay up, unless you don't have time to go to sleep before you have your suhoor meal, because your fasting day is very, very long. Otherwise, you should not stay up through the night. This is not recommended. You will turn your clocks upside down, your bodies will be upside down, your biological clock will be upside down, you will be upset, and in turn you will upset others, because your attitude will be wrong, will be upside down and upset. And when we're upside down and upset, we will reflect that in everything we do, and towards everyone we speak to, and towards everyone we interact with, and then it becomes much harder to refrain from, doing these things. And during Ramadan we have to be good, right? Okay, so please go to sleep and get up for suhoor. Take a nap and get up for suhoor. Avoid too much dessert. I say too much dessert because you should allow yourself to a little something, but not too much. A small piece of cake, small, a slither of cake, a half of a pastry, just to reward yourself. You have been fasting all day. I understand we crave these things. They're calling us. They're beautiful. They're set out on the table. It's wonderful. Choose one, cut it in half, enjoy it. Okay, it's the month of sacrifice. Let's do it. We can do it. Plus, these sweets, let me get back to the topic. These sweets are packed with, laden with fat and sugar, which again, we don't need. All right, we don't need these kinds of, they're the wrong kinds of fats. I talk about healthy fat. Well, this is unhealthy fat. They use the unhealthy kind of fats to make these pastries. And you'll have sugar spikes and energy spikes, and then you'll dip down low, and then you'll crave them more, and then you will have a difficult time resisting more and more, and then you'll end up at the end of the month, instead of having a healthy weight, you'll have gained weight. So be disciplined every day. It's the month of discipline. We can do it. So to help you out with all of this, keep in mind the sunnah way, okay, of eating and drinking, which is, in your stomach you should reserve 1/3 of its space for food, 1/3 of its space for water, and 1/3 of its space for air. If you follow this golden rule, you will be fine. Okay? Be wise, be healthy, be productive Muslims. Ramadan Kareem.